Hi Libras, if you want to come on in, have a seat for some symbolic support. Here's your ink blot we did earlier in June, and we're going to flip it for perspective possibilities. Actually, I think that goes the other way. Sorry, nonetheless. So if you'd like to join me, come on in, have a seat. We'll scry your ink. We'll add on Tarot and Oracle, and the ghost box is already kicking for any audio additions that may inspire. So Libras, as always, thank you so much for being my muse, for holding space for me to share my insights and allowing me to be a guest in your aura. I'm going to take a moment here if you'd like to join me to close the eyes, cleansing the palette of perception, releasing the race and the rush, activating the abstract mind and ancient awareness to perceive and receive symbolic support. Libras, let's go. Thank you. Ooh, sorry, one second. Okay, somebody might have really long hair, like brownish red or brown with like hints of red or whatnot. On the other hand, I'm seeing like Romans. I don't know, maybe that's where you live or something near where you live. They're celebrating. I think there was once a fight, which is, yeah, okay. I guess that, okay, I'm going to share this with you. So I'm up here.
44.
It's almost like they're going to have a food fight. And then maybe it felt like it just got out like some excessive amount of energy. And now we can laugh about it. And now we can be friends about it. And it actually makes more of something nice, something celebratory. Like I said, celebratory, yes, for both sides. Possibly even in like different contexts. There's an overpouring, like, yeah, it's overpouring. Maybe somebody's getting married. There's a celebration going on. It doesn't have to be Roman in nature, but it feels, it feels like something. But that is not helpful, I understand. Maybe some sort of ceremony or commitment or something like that. Libra, somebody might be playing golf or looking to play some sort of light. I don't know that golf is easy or not easy to play, but the environment of it seems very light. Somebody might be looking at playing that or considering like taking it up as a pastime. Yeah, that's what it makes me feel like. Some sort of light-hearted pastime is what I'm looking for. Somebody also might be in retirement mode or getting close to retirement. Sorry if there's ink all over my fingers and nails. What else we got going on here, Libras? You know what I feel? I feel very calm in your reading. I feel very calm. Like the celebration happened and there's, almost like, the fight to not a fight, and now everything's good. And I kind of want to play some golf. Like it feels really, really chill. Like I almost don't know what to say for the amount that's going on in your ink blot. I kind of feel right use of power is there and resonating on the bottom. Like Libras, you might just be digging it from a bigger space of the collective, your aura, what's being shared out into the subconscious landscapes. The light is being shone in there of the Libra love. I want to call it the Libra love, and maybe that's something you can bring home in your own personal life as well, right? Like just this love.
What do you want?
Maybe that's the next question to ask oneself. Okay, so is it one of those things like is it breaking the peace if you're like, okay, well, what's next? What do we want to do now? Or, to linger and enjoy the peace. Go golfing or, add to it. I don't know, but you know what I mean, right? Don't want to create it. There might be something about drama, if there's been a lot of drama around you to the recent past, possibly seeping into the present, but I do feel like it's shifting if it hasn't already. And it's like, I'm noticing if I could be potentially addicted to drama, or drama's attracted to you and you're a sucker for it. And then I come back into that Roman like food fight, like, because it's like, you know it'll end up fine, or the energy being really, anyway, you know what I'm saying. All right, Libras, let's take a look at the cards here, what came through. Reconciliations, Wailing Tree, Deep Quiet, Drifter. Oops, sorry. Again, apologies for my hands and nails. And Unseen, Face Down, Completion, Door Closed. Yep. Okay, the Wailing Tree reconciliation. So all like this red up here, I want to place it in there. Like I was talking about that, like food fight or Roman times. I don't know what's coming in Roman time, but it feels like hot-blooded, passionate, strong. Nonetheless, whatever it represents, even within the self, if it's not with somebody else, external to you, something within the self that is being reconciled. Like maybe even just went through a portion for the last few weeks, days, months. Maybe there's a job change and you had to learn a new skill set, and it just, it wasn't bad that it challenged you, or this new relationship, you got to go through all these awkward phases along with the amazing phases, but there's still something about it, right? And really the reconciliation or the value of it can be placed within the self. I do feel rabbit hole. I'm going to stick with the Libra collective in the subconscious realm, in that shadow space, if I may, whatever you want to call it. Some sort of reconciliation has been done or is in process. It's like the season has changed within my soul. Like another phase is being activated because I'm willing to, ashes to ashes, dust to dust, and utilize the remnants of what was. Okay. Does that make sense? Hopefully. Deep, quiet meditation, stillness, drifter, experiencing life as it comes. See this channel right here? Crease of creation, I call it when I'm creating it. See if the lighting will allow this to happen. I feel like that's right in there. And it's like I'm sailing through the subconscious realms and the shadow aspects of myself, different memories, maybe different lives, nightmares is coming through. I don't think this is all meant to be scary. 11, it's the gates. It's the gates of the channel to remember. To remember, and not because I lost memories. It's being revealed actually as I'm moving. Yeah.
We command it.
I don't know how else to say that. A part of me wants to say, Libras, if it's external to you, and of course it could be a relation, corporate, creative, personal, professional, romantic, platonic, this, that, or the other. And there could be a relationship that has ended, or a job that has ended or started, because they're in different areas equally awesome and awkward. So I drifted for a little bit. What is it that I want? And I felt like it really, really served you, because there's also this expression of the collective, what the Libra energy brings to the collective. And that responsibility, whether the collective is all the star signs as they exchange alchemies and elements, to the earthly energetic experience, to those in your neighborhood, to those in your community, to those in your home.
Hell.
Yep. Yeah, there's something going on. There's something going on that if you're feeling like in this hellish portion right now, like water and fire, the drifting actually cools any of the food fight of it, right? That's how it makes me feel. Nonetheless, something's completing. And I'm off to the side here where I saw Ace of Cups vibes, and it's pouring down. There we go. Actually, I could probably do it better right there. It's like there's a lamp, and I think that's a 5. Yeah. A light, over the top of a door. And after this, like, reconciliation, fighting, whatnot, and again, I don't want it to sound so, just maybe it's internal dialogue or whatever you were doing to transform. That cycle seems to be coming to a close. And when I say cycle, I don't mean necessarily in the way that's very, popularized, because it doesn't feel that way with Libras. This feels chapter. Chapter is a much better word. This chapter is closed. And, even if you've like dog-eared it, you're going to not even you're going to take out the dog ear, because there's something about the knowledge that you've gained. There's something about what you've done in this time individually for the self, soul, spirit that adds to the collective, and you're just like, okay, and you're going to be closing that chapter. And you almost as if you don't want someone else to focus on, maybe like with the dog ear, on that same page, or because it may not be for them. Like, it feels very respectful, actually. It feels very respectful. Dream Thief was on the bottom, and I feel like that's in a very roundabout, broad way, whether it's any of those channels, that's done. Whether it's external or internal, I'm no longer your Libra is. You can't just take. You can't just take. Balance must be. Balance must be. Okay. Libras, like, share, subscribe. Thank you so much for being here. If you would like a personal, the link is below in the description, along with other ways to support, all that kind of good stuff. I love you. Thank you. All right. We're here for Libra. It's going to keep going. There's lots of collective work going on, even around you. What is this thing? What is this thing? I'm seeing a mouse, but I think it's like a mouse, like a mouse.
I love you.
I love you too. 1, 2, 3, 4. Somebody might be sibling. Might have 4 siblings. You might have 4 children. I feel like there's 4 prominent people around me that I provide for in some way, shape, or form. Or like maybe you're even like in a study group and there's like 5, possibly 6, but there's 4 other people. Maybe you're a teacher, you're a mentor. Your position or perspective of something is very valuable, Libra. And I mean, this is like mixed. It could be, oh, it's me, my sister, my brother, our dog and our cat and our hamster. There's something along that lines, big and small. We have here 6 of Pentacles on the bottom, 6 of Cups, 3 of Wands, and I think it's the Page of Wands. I'll bring these up for you if they mean anything to you. Of course, you know me. Take it in for yourself before listening to me. I'm gonna explore. And then you have here the 6-6. Yeah, something went on with the 5 of Cups, possibly in relation to a person that moved on. Now, whether they physically moved on and you had a fight and the relationship is ended, and there's, that, again, like food fight, like you got to separate, move stuff, tangible things, or they passed on. I'm not gonna lie, there's death right here. Either way, death and rebirth. If somebody passed on in spirit, they understand the rest and recuperation time that's going to be required, the hermitizing. But inevitably, they're going to be so supportive of you from their space. I feel like they've left you a lot of blessings. A lot of blessings. That it's like seeing all those cups afterwards. You'll be like, oh, I'm so glad I kept some of those things. If it's a tangible relationship, I feel like you're the one packing your bags and moving on, or somebody's moving
not for you
on, and it's just a lot, right? It's a lot to go through. That could be the food fight anyway. I'm seeing somebody do this. I think it's more from spirit, if I may. It's like, I love you. And I feel like I'm like, I look up, like love, love, love. The Three of Wands and the Page of Wands. Fire and passion. Okay, so up in here, Libra. There it is, right about there. I just heard that song by Queen, Break Free. I'm kind of letting go of something is how I'm feeling. Somebody asked me to take the lead, but I don't actually think it was mine to take the lead on. I don't know what this is in relation to or in regards to corporate, and job, this, that, or the other. Or maybe I assumed a role. And I'm not sure that it was mine to take on. But I manifested something with it. I did. I manifested something with it. And now I'm with the something. Maybe it was a relationship. I don't know what it was. It's not my, maybe just maybe it was the fight. I manifested something with it. And now I'm with the space of, I think I've actually, Libras, I've done this a few times. At least twice. Like prominent points in a timeline I might be able to see. And now I've like kind of thrown them up in the air. And they've landed like darts beside me. And they have lit up. And now I emotionally get to decide how I'm going to surf this space. I don't think people always realize what they're handing you to contend with, to deal with. That's how it's making me feel.
iScry.
Sometimes it's like I don't want to say it's like an ignorance, but it kind of feels that way. They just don't always realize it because you seem to be able to handle a lot of things and transform it quite quickly into this like, ta-da, like they hand you this stick of pain or hurt or something and you somehow it's like doing a magic trick, but somebody just like really throws over and like, ta-da, it's gone. They're like, oh my goodness, it's so fantastic that you can do this, like you're magic. And really, or I shouldn't say and really, but really you're just like, you keep holding on to things, but now they've given it to you. And even though you've tossed it over, it's like maybe you might have like a pile of pickup sticks now. But you built something with it. You wove almost like how do I say those? What are those? Tiki torches. Like you made your own tiki torches to light the way. To light the way. Shaman of courage, hunter of dreams.
Guilty.
Shaman of reflections, hunter of paths. Yeah, I feel like Libras are spirit of empowerment. You might need to feel empowered right now. You might be mustering up your empowerment to say, I can do this because something was completed. Something was completed, a passing or a person. Of course, it could have also been a position. And now I need to like empower myself. But all these people before you gave you sticks and wands. And now you get to look at them and go, thank you, actually. They felt like a burden at some point in time when I looked at this pile. Thank you. Ancestor of Guidance was there unseen, but I will... Okay. We're getting ready to close out here, Libras. So here are your two shamans of birth and courage that are with you at this time. As you're birthing maybe a new life, a new job, and the courage to do that, to stand up for yourself. To stand up for yourself, and in some cases by yourself for a while. I do see family though. Like I said,
How did I die?
The mice with the 4 or the study group or something, there is people around you. And I think they might even be holding space for you right now. 8 of Cups. While they watch you walk away from what you're deciding to walk away from, whatever's being closed out, they are watching you, and they're kind of like if 8 of Cups here. So as they're watching you do what you're going to do, make your decisions. As you walk away from that, you're actually walking towards them, like they're off in the background. Does that make sense? It does to me, so hopefully that makes sense. So simultaneously, as you're walking away from some things, you're walking towards, I feel like they're more supportive people. And that's where the Hunter of Paths comes in. The Hunter of Paths, the Shaman of Reflections. And it's like that walk when you might feel a little lonely. Everyone wants to, it's not like they're giving you space for you to do it alone. They're just legitimately watching to see what you're going to say, Hunter of Dreams, you want. Because that will give them a direction. That will give them the direction. And like with your tiki torches and your page of wands, you'll have this,
good morning.
you know, like throw it, whatever those things are. Like it's on the tip of my tongue. Javelin toss. You know, that's what I want in life, or you know, whatever the case may be. And as you walk away and toward simultaneously, doesn't even feel like to me, oh, the journey is the reason, or the beginning and the end. This just feels like I am truly present. I'm truly present. I'm not even concerned about what was, what will be. The walk will help me just kind of clear my head and clear my heart, because I know when I get to my support people or whoever my family, my friends are, as I'm going through this, they will listen and help me go through it, externalize it, so then I can reflect again and continue to clarify my reflections for my heart to shine through. I hope that all makes sense. Whatever you're going through, please know that the Shaman of Birth and Courage, it takes so much courage to be born and to be here, right? Especially if you're going through grief in any capacity. If you have lost somebody from physical to the other side, to even jobs and relationships. But you are being guided, and I feel like in here, right about there, it's like deep in that space, there is this knowing what I'm reconciling in the reflections, like with all the red in the red. I can trust. It's weird. It's like I can trust it's all happening for a reason. Now again, this may not necessarily be your scry story on an individual level, but you can sense it on the collective, because Libras have that effect. Well, we all have that effect, but I'm here with the Libras, and this is what I'm feeling is the effect of helping people reconcile their stuff to close doors.
Disrespectful.
Without being disrespectful, if I may add to that, right? But if you were disrespected, that's reflective too, right? It can be a tough pill to, if someone's like, well, you've been disrespected. Why did I let that happen? You know, and that's, again, self-reflective. Maybe just out on the collective, there's lots of disrespect going on. Anyway, Libras, thank you so much. I'm not anyway in this dismissive way. I don't want to get wrapped up into it, because I feel like you've already got a lot going on around you that is, and within you, that is worth so well worth your time to set an example for those around you, especially if you have wee ones. There's also like a very large, see this here, like here's the eyes, nose, and there's like a beard down here. There's that guidance. Like you have somebody who's going to help you make your wish come true. Now, oddly enough, the devil came popping out, and it's right in that coloring. Take the devil to mean with the emperor, with the emperor right on the other side of it. 5 of Swords. Maybe you've just been through a headache. Maybe you're in a throuple. I don't know, but be mindful. Just be mindful, as you might be in a vulnerable state, which is a very strong space to be in, that you don't succumb to your own devilish behaviors or habits, or others that lure you towards them, because you are very, 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 very needed to lead by example of love. All right, Libras, thank you so much. Bye.